Are you looking for something a little bit different to your standard 3-rod setup and a receiver? How about a wristband that vibrates when you get a bite, syncs in with your head torch, and then a phone app to change all your settings? Check out this new kit from ND Tackle. Hello Carpologists, I'm Luke, and today we're looking at these, the new S9 alarm sets from ND Tackle. Now these are so tech heavy and there's so many features, I don't really know where to start with it all. So let's have a quick look at the prices and then we'll crack on from there. For under £100 you can get the 2-rod setup with a receiver, and for under £120 you can get a 3-rod setup with a receiver. There's also a couple of nice additional items that you can purchase with these which all sync in together, and we'll have a look at those in a bit. First up, it's probably worth noting that these alarms come in a really nice hard presentation case. So there's no chance of them being damaged during transport or when you're packing your bags or anything like that. The first thing you notice is just how small the alarms are. And this is because all the settings are changed through the receiver itself. There's only one button on the alarm, which is an on-off button, which makes a nice little tune when you turn it on, and another one when you turn it off. But like I say, all the rest of the settings are changed either through the receiver, or there is a smartphone app as well, which we'll have a look in a bit. Now just before I get onto the receiver itself, I will mention that you can change the colour of the alarm head directly from the alarm head. Simply a case of double pressing the power button and then it cycles through the colours. Now this colour corresponds to what is actually showing on the receiver. So for example, that's currently the green one. So I can cycle through this and find the green one using the little joystick all the way through green, and then it shows you your tone, your sensitivity, your volume, and then you can change that directly from here. So to change it is nice and simple. It's a case of holding down the centre button and then it comes up with an option of remote setup. You go onto that, you select your green one, as that's what I'm using now, and then you can change the volume. Once you're happy with that, you can move over, change the tone, and then you've got your sensitivity as well. So once you've done all that, you can exit it, and then that's all set up exactly how you want it to be. Now this can be done through the app as well, which I will show you in a bit. So it's completely up to you. It's down to personal preference how you change it. So in terms of the customization that the receiver actually gives when it comes to tuning your alarm head, there's loads of different settings. The volume, you've got 6 different settings, the tone, you've got 6 settings, and the sensitivity, you've got 9 different settings. There's also a night light mode, so it will just output a dim LED on the alarm head just in the hours of darkness. The receiver itself also has a number of different settings, so you can either have it just making a sound, you can have it vibrating and making a sound, and then obviously you can change the volume of it as well, so you can get it set up exactly how you want it. The nice thing with the S9 alarm kit is the battery life is actually huge and lasts for about 900 standby hours, and even if they do run out, they're completely rechargeable, so you don't have to worry about bringing spare batteries or anything. Just bring the cable that's supplied. It's just a micro USB cable that plugs into the bottom of either the receiver or the alarms, and you can just charge it the normal way you charge your phone or tablet when you're on the bank. The design of the alarms are actually really nice, and obviously like I mentioned, they are very, very small. But that's really nice. If you're wanting a discreet little setup, then they are perfect for this. The snag ears come built in, which is really nice, and they actually act as an antenna for the receiver to pick up. And they're fully waterproof as well, so there's no chance of them going a little bit quiet in the rain. You know they're going to work in whatever the conditions. If, like me, you're fishing locked up against a snag, then there is the option of the bigger New Direction snag ears as well. And they simply fit under the alarm and then just screw in place, so it's nice and easy. And whilst we are on the subject of snag fishing, I will just quickly mention the P8 magnetic butt rests from ND Tackle. Now these are brilliant. Even if the rod's bent right round, they really hold tight, and it's not until you actually pick up the rod that they do come apart. So they are really good when it comes to snag fishing. You simply clip on the top part of the butt rest to the butt of the rod, and then the magnet just holds tight until you actually lift the rod up vertically. Now if you'd rather use the app to change all your settings on your alarms, then you can do it. It's just as easy as it is using the receiver. So it's just a case of downloading the app from either the Play Store or the App Store, turning on the Bluetooth on your receiver, and then it will automatically connect to the app. So it's just the same as how it is on the receiver. You select the alarm that you want to change. In this case it's the green one, as that's the one that I've got running here. Simply click on it and then it gives you all your different options to change your sensitivity, your volume, your tone, the night light, all the options that a receiver gives, but it's just nice and easy being on your phone. Plus, if you do get a bite, it gives you a notification as well. So that's the alarms and receiver talked about, and as I mentioned earlier, there are a couple of extras which also come under the same range. Firstly, there's this wristband. Now this is brilliant, it acts as a receiver. It doesn't make any sound or anything, but it does vibrate and show up a little LED when you've got a bite. Now it has a range of up to 80 meters, so it's going to be more than enough. You're never going to be more than 80 meters away from your rods, so it's perfect really as a little receiver. You can use it in conjunction with your main receiver as well, and just keep this on your wrist overnight or when you're walking about the bank, so it's ideal really. Now this wristband actually syncs in with the head torch as well, so simply one press on the button will then turn on the head torch, so you haven't got to worry about trying to hold down buttons, turning on the head torch. It's just ready to go if you've got a bite. In terms of cost, like the alarms, both of these little extras are brilliant value for money. The wristband is set to retail at £19.90, and there's two versions of the head torch available. The one I've got here, which obviously syncs in with the alarms and the wristband, is £39.90, and there's also a basic one which doesn't sync in but still a brilliant rechargeable head torch, and that's going to be £19.90. It's clear to see that the S9 alarm set from ND Tackle offer so much tech and so many features, and for the price that they are incredible value for money. If you're looking for a new set of alarms, they're definitely worth checking out. Thanks for watching.